Hey boobies, welcome back to my channel. I'm ill. Yep. Could be cold, could be coronavirus, could be syphilis. I'll never know because I never go to the doctor. One day I'll just wake up dead. Well, today what do we have? It's Tuesday. It's tattoo talk. Put your hands together, kids. It's Tattuesday! Oh, it hurts to talk. It hurts to talk, so I sit down and do a talking video. I have to film a video because so my camera deleted all my footage that I had filmed for like my auntie haul, and I had another video filmed and it deleted it because my life was going good and my camera thought it's going too good, so it deleted it. Black hair today, what do you think? Do you prefer black or green? So before I get into the video, even though I've been chatting to you before I've even got into the video, I want to say a big shout out to my newest patron, which is Angelique. Love that name. Witchy, like Angelique. Actually, the only other person that I know called Angelique is one of my favourite artists, which is Angelique Houtkamp. Can't pronounce it, but yeah, I love it. So I know it's really cliche goth to like bats. All goths like bats. I really like ferrets. Oh, speak of the devil. Hey, wait, that gives me an idea. I also really like £1 million. No, it didn't work. I do like ferrets though. So today's video is a Tattuesday all about my newest tattoo, which I know a few of you have spotted on my Instagram. Let me tell you the story of my new tattoo. You can actually see it, I think. Oh wait, there you go. My double chins are hiding it. So a couple of months ago we stayed at my in-laws' house, who live like kind of in the middle of nowhere, and they have a barn next to their house. And Ben was in the barn, like, clearing some stuff up. I get a text from him. I'm in the house. He's in the barn. He texts me, come outside. And, like, me and Violet ran to the window, like we'd just seen Father Christmas shitting on the dandelions. And Ben walks in, like, with his hands like this, and lifts his hands open. And he has a bat in his hand. Oh my god, he's so cute. Go, Peggy.
What's he doing?
Now obviously I've seen bats, like I've seen them at the zoo and I've seen them like flying about, but I've never actually seen one that close. Peggy had like a little bit of blood from his wing, so we took care of him for a few hours, gave him water, kept him warm. My daughter named him Peggy, though that's where his name came from. I don't know why, she just said like, his name's Peggy. I was like, oh, okay, Peggy it is. He looks like a Peggy. This was in a Sunday evening and we spent hours calling around, calling RSPCA, who was shut, calling bat rescues. Like, we had to do something. We could not leave poor Peggy, especially like when you give animals a name, they suddenly become more realistic. It wasn't just, oh, we can't leave this bat to fend for itself. It was like, we can't leave Peggy alone! So we had to save Peggy's life. Get really emotional about Peggy because I love Peggy. So we ended up finding a bat rescue a few miles away from where we were staying. Luckily she had space. She was more than happy to take Peggy in. So we put Peggy in like a little box with some water and took him to the bat rescue lady, and she kept him for I think about like 48 hours, maybe 3 days, and she kept like updating her Facebook. She has a bat rescue Facebook page and she kept updating the page with like videos of Peggy flying. We were like, go Peggy! A few days after we had rescued him, Peggy was safe and well and ready to go back to where we saved him from. I was at work, but my partner went to collect Peggy with the bat lady, and they drove to my in-laws' house with my daughter and set Peggy free, and apparently Peggy just flew away. I'm so sad I missed it, but I was at work and I'm just so happy that we did that because I love animals so much. Okay, we have like a ferret rescue in my house. I have 6 ferrets, I think 4, 5, 6, yeah, 6 ferrets. Like, the numbers change all the time. Ben will just come home from work one day and be like, hey, this is Jeremiah, hey, this is Joaquin Phoenix, we got new ferrets. If I see a ferret on Facebook, I'm like, I am your mother now. Yeah, so we saved Peggy's life. I don't know if we actually saved his life, but in my brain, we saved his life. And he's gone on to regale this story of how we saved him to his family, to his wife, maybe his husband, I don't know his preferences, his children. He's gone to tell them around this little campfire in the trees how we saved his life. I already have ferret tattoos, like in case you're like, oh, why'd you get a bat tattooed on you that you just met for a little while when you didn't get ferrets tattooed? I've already got ferrets tattooed on me. I'll do a Tattuesday about that soon, maybe my next one. But this one is all about you, Peggy, just in case you're watching. So I did vlog this tattoo. I filmed like an intro and me like, hey guys, I'm going to get tattooed. The typical vlog footage of your feet and then some cheesy music like din 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 din, like proof that I can actually walk. Oh, I think I actually went and got a hot drink as well, which is like typical Emily vlog. Hey look, I'm in Nero's with a hot chocolate. And then like the camera cuts off because I've burnt my tongue. I decided to like sit down and do a Tattuesday instead of the vlog because the vlog like was a fail. I filmed like all the intro and the second half of me actually getting tattooed is me crying my freaking eyes out, and I'm not even ashamed to tell you that. I cried like a baby, bitch, like full on. So my lovely friend Paige, YouTuber Backbones, check her out because she's beautiful. She is a piercer and she works in a tattoo studio. She offered to send me some of this TKTX numbing cream. I usually use Emla, but I've heard such great things about this cream that I wanted to try it. Now I know if you're new here, you're gonna be like, numbing cream's for wusses, numbing cream's cheating, you don't deserve your tattoos if you use numbing cream. I used to be like you, I used to think like that, and then I grew up. I'm very, very heavily tattooed. I think I have almost every limb tattooed, so if someone decides to cut me up into pieces, there'll be tattoo evidence. And I'd say like 95% of my tattoos I have got without numbing cream. Yay! And then as I've got older, actually particularly after childbirth, my tattoos just hurt a lot more. My pain threshold has just dropped. So I feel like I have earned 95% of my tattoos, and then the more recent 5% I've wussed out. But you know what? That's okay, because using numbing cream helps me sit still. It helps me stay calm and sit still basically. Otherwise I am flinching, I'm moving, the lines are gonna get wonky, and I am a pain in the ass for the tattooist. So it's a lot easier if I just numb the frack out of that body part and sit still and do it easily for the tattooist, okay? That's it. Long story short, I'm a wuss, I'll use it. I feel like I deserve a round of applause for admitting that. Thank you. Thank you. There is no shame in numbing cream. Thank you. But I feel like numbing cream kicked me in the ass this time. So I used the TKTX one, which was in the, oh actually let me go get it. Oh, I had to run downstairs, get me cream. Ooh. And I'm so unfit. I feel like my phone's gonna ring an alert because, hey, you just did 20 steps. Are you okay? So, this is what I use. This was sent to me by the lovely, lovely Paige. Do you know what? I'm an idiot. I didn't read the tube before I put it on because I'm an idiot. But also, I kind of just assumed that it would be like the Emla cream and it would just last for an hour and a half, and my tattoo would be completely done in that time. But, ladies and gentlemen, to assume is to make an ass of you and me. That's how you spell assume. It says, quite big I will say, 25 minutes! Super fast numb! It's funny that it says 25 minutes on the tube because that is literally how long it lasted. After 25 minutes, it wasn't even a slow wearing off. I feel like this is my karma because while it was numbed, I even said to my tattooist, oh, like I can't feel a thing. What'll happen if I fall asleep? I could genuinely fall asleep right now. And I was worried because I'd worked nights the night before. I was genuinely worried I was gonna fall asleep. That soon changed! 25 minutes passed, I would say like almost to the dot, and it wore off. It was like it completely wore off. There was no fading, there was no warning, and it was literally just instant pain. And I cried my eyes out.
Gimme or can I get a drink? Yeah. I'll get you a drink if you want, just so you don't feel a little bit faint. Do you feel faint? No. Oh, I'm crying. No!
I'm never ashamed of crying. Tattoos freaking hurt. It's usually people that have them on their arms or their wrists that say they don't hurt. Try your ribs, your foot, your knee or your neck. I know everyone's pain threshold is different. Tattoos hurt. And I cried my freaking eyes out. Now usually when I cry, the tattoo is over, like my adrenaline's gone, I just can't do it anymore. Ow, this is not helping my throat. My lovely tattooist puts up with so much shit from me. She was just like, we're so close to finishing, we're so close. And I did soldier on. I actually ended up putting my headphones in, which is something I don't usually do. I usually like play games on phones, but to put headphones in actually helped me soldier on through, which I am so thankful for. I had this playlist of Bad Wolves Sober and Bring Me the Horizon Sleepwalking on repeat, like just those two songs, and they helped me get through. Honestly, if I hadn't had my headphones, I definitely 100% would have walked out and finished the session and gone back another day. It would be a case of like my foot that I got tattooed about 3-4 years ago, and it's just an outline because I haven't gone back to get it finished. Even though I know now that I can use numbing cream and it won't hurt, I'm just like, it's the same, it's with my septum. Did you watch my septum video? No? Why not? It's the same thing. When you know it hurts, I have that in the back of my mind, in my brain, that, oh no, it's gonna hurt. I don't want to get it done. But you must get it done. You must complete the image. No, it's gonna hurt. And then I don't get it done. I forgot where I was at. So as much as I thank wonderful Paige, and I hope she doesn't think I'm being an arsehole, I thank you so much for sending me this. I will not be using that cream again. I'm definitely gonna stick to Emla. That lasts like an hour and a half, and I don't feel a fucking thing. And I know some tattooists don't allow you to use numbing cream. My artist doesn't mind it. She says like it doesn't make any difference, aside from the fact that I sit still and I don't keep going, go, stop, no, I just need a sugar break. I'm good. Is it done? Is it? Are we nearly done? Honestly, I need to film myself one day getting tattooed where I don't put any music, any commentary, because I would be on one of those compilations of like worst people getting tattooed. I have so many, and you think you would get used to it, but you just don't. That's it. I love Peggy. I already knew that I was gonna get Peggy tattooed on me. I just didn't know where, like, because I don't have a bat tattoo, and I do love bats. I also love sloths. One time I went to London Zoo and I was looking at, I think, the bats. I was looking at some kind of animals, and Ben just like pointed above me, and I was like, what, Ben? I'm looking at the animals. And I looked above and there's this giant sloth above my head. Just chilling. Let's go to London Zoo. Seriously, let's plan. Boobies, me, we'll all go to London Zoo. That'll be amazing. I'm being serious. Watch this space. I had it was such a specifically like weird place that I didn't know what I could put there aside from like more flowers, because like you can put flowers anywhere. They go in all directions. I saw somebody's design of a bat that was a similar shape. It was a bit more distorted, but it gave me the idea that a bat would actually fit really well in there. And then I was like, ping, Peggy. So that's how the two came together. It goes actually right behind my ear, which I wasn't expecting. And it kind of shapes off my jawbone a little bit as well. Well, I say jawbone, where my jawbone should be, but I eat too many Subway vegan meatballs, so I don't have a jawbone. It kind of gives me like some shape, which I really, really like. And it has filled that gap, which has been annoying me lately. I just didn't like that gap for some reason. That's pretty much it. That's the tale of Peggy. And I'm so glad that I got it done. Even though the numbing cream wore off and it was a very, 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 very painful tattoo, it was totally worth it. I believe that every bat I now see, which is not very often, I believe it's Peggy, just checking in. And it feels nice to know that we did a good thing. I really appreciate you listening to little Peg's story. I will see you very soon with another video. Much love, boobies, take care of yourself, and most of all, stay weird. Let's pop a little bat emoji down for Pegs. What, Peggy? Peggy's at like a rave somewhere in the bushes with the owls. The owls are just going, hoo, 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 hoo. And Peggy's just like, what, hoo, hoo, what, hoo, hoo, what. That image makes me so freaking happy.